What's up, Yankees fans? There's a lot brewing in the Bronx, and today's update might just flip your expectations for the trade deadline upside down. For months, ever since Garrett Cole went down with that devastating elbow injury back in spring, our training, all the buzz has been about one thing. The Yankees must go out and get a frontline starting pitcher. Analysts, fans, insiders, everyone has been screaming the same thing. Without Cole, the rotation needs a savior, right? Well, someone forgot to send that memo to Ryan Yarro. The 33-year-old left-hander who barely made headlines when he signed a one-year deal worth just $2 million a few days before opening day is now quietly making one of the loudest statements in all of baseball. And here's the twist. He might just be playing his way into forcing the Yankees front office to make a seriously tough decision before the trade deadline hits on July 31st. Let's rewind to Monday night when Yarro took the mound against the Los Angeles Angels. All eyes might have been on the lineup or the bullpen depth, but by the time the sixth inning rolled around, it was clear who the story of the night was. Yarro was locked in. He limited the Angels to just 2 hits and 1 earned run over 6 strong innings, and the only real blemish on his line was a leadoff homer by Zach Neto. Other than that, pure control. He struck out 7 and walked none, showing the kind of command that turns heads in any front office. And it's not just one good outing. Over his last 4 starts this month, Yarro has posted a 2-0 record with a 2.25 earned run average. That comes along with 19 strikeouts and only 5 walks in 20 innings pitched. Those are the kind of numbers that don't just keep you in the rotation, they make you a key piece of it. Let that sink in for a second. This is a guy who wasn't even expected to crack the roster, and now he's pitching like one of the steadiest arms in the entire staff. When asked about this hot streak, Yarro kept it humble. "It's been a whirlwind, but it's been a lot of fun," he said. And you can tell he means it. He's a guy who's been around the league, taking his lumps, pitched in different roles, and suddenly, under the bright lights of New York, he's thriving in a way few saw coming. So here's the dilemma for the Yankees. The plan, or at least the public expectation, was to chase down a big-name starter before the deadline. Someone like Max Fried, for example, who's been lights out this season and would instantly become the ace while Cole is sidelined. But if Yarro keeps up this pace, do you still pull the trigger on a major trade? Or do you roll with the hot hand and prioritize bullpen depth or another bat instead? It's a real question because Yarro's resurgence is coming at a time when the rest of the rotation is anything but stable. Luis Gil is still recovering from a lat injury and might return in July, but there are no guarantees with that kind of injury. Clark Schmidt has had flashes of brilliance, but ever since coming back from his rotator cuff issue, his command has been shaky. Then you've got the rookie Will Warren, who has shown some potential, but has only pitched into the 6th inning twice in 11 starts. So consistency has been hard to come by. And yet here's Yarro, cool, collected, and delivering. It's a bit poetic, honestly, after bouncing around from Seattle's system, where he was once a top 15 prospect back in 2015, to time spent as a full-time reliever with the Dodgers and Blue Jays. Most people figured he'd be slotted into a mop-up role or perhaps a long relief situation in blowouts. But instead, he's pitching meaningful innings against real competition and giving the Yankees exactly what they need when they need it most. It's not like his entire career has been dominant. Let's be clear, his overall numbers as a starter include a 4.61 ERA across 72 career starts. So yes, there's some baggage, and yes, there's reason to be cautious. But baseball is about rhythm and opportunity. And right now, Yarro has both. He's healthy, he's effective, and most importantly, he's winning. And look, even if the Yankees do decide to trade for another starting pitcher, there's still a very real chance Yarro sticks in the rotation, given the inconsistency around him and the uncertainty surrounding other arms. He might be the only one earning his spot through pure performance right now. And in a city like New York, where every start is magnified and every inning feels like it counts double, that kind of reliability can't be overstated. The idea of Yarro being a key figure down the stretch for the Yankees would have sounded like a long shot a few months ago. But now, he's writing a different story, one pitch at a time. And if he keeps this up, he might just carve his name into that exclusive club of unexpected veterans who saved the season. We've seen it before. Matt Carpenter did it in recent memory. Baseball has a way of producing these unlikely heroes. And right now, Yarro is the latest name flashing across the radar. What happens next will depend on a lot of moving parts. The health of the rotation, the market heading into the trade deadline, and how long Yarro can maintain this form. But one thing's for sure, the guy is earning every bit of this spotlight. And if you're a Yankees fan, you gotta love seeing a low-key signing step up and deliver like this. It's the kind of story that reminds you why you watch baseball in the first place. Now diving even deeper into what Ryan Yarbrok's rise means for the Yankees, it's important to understand the bigger picture of their pitching staff and how this unexpected development could reshape their entire approach heading into the crucial weeks of the season. The Yankees entered this year with lofty expectations, especially around their starting rotation. They built around the idea that Gerrit Cole would be the unquestioned ace, the guy to anchor the staff, while Luis Gil and others would provide strong support. But injuries and inconsistency have thrown a wrench in that plan, forcing the front office and coaching staff to get creative. Yarbrough's story is not just about him, it's a mirror of the Yankees' ability to adapt on the fly. The team has had to lean on guys who were previously seen as secondary or even fringe players. But instead of folding under pressure, these veterans have embraced their moment. Yarbrough's success is a prime example of how the Yankees are turning perceived weaknesses into strengths, something the best teams do when faced with adversity. It's also a reminder of how unpredictable baseball is. A player's role can change overnight. A guy who was thought to be a reliever, signed on a minor contract with little fanfare, suddenly becomes a pillar in one of the most scrutinized rotations in the league. The Yankees are a franchise that demands excellence. And the fact that Yarbrough is meeting those demands despite his underdog status is remarkable. Looking ahead, the Yankees face some tough decisions. If Yarbrough keeps pitching like this, do they hold back on chasing high-profile starters on the trade market? Because adding a big name could mean shaking up the current rotation and bullpen roles. And that's a delicate balance to strike. There's also the financial side of things. Big trades often come with hefty contracts or prospects, so committing to one deal could limit their flexibility elsewhere. Another key factor is the health and performance of the other arms. Luis Gil's recovery timeline is still somewhat uncertain. If he returns healthy and strong, that's a huge boost. Clark Schmidt's control issues remain a concern. He's got the talent, but consistency is key, and so far, that's been elusive since his comeback from injury. Meanwhile, Will Warren's youth and potential are exciting, but he's still proving he can handle the rigors of a full rotation. Spot in the major leagues. All of this means Yarbrough's steady presence might be the glue holding the rotation together during a critical stretch of games. What about the bullpen? The Yankees have also had to manage that area carefully. When starting pitching isn't rock solid, bullpen usage can skyrocket, risking fatigue and reduced effectiveness later in the season. If Yarbrough can keep eating innings efficiently, that helps preserve the bullpen and allows the manager to deploy relievers more strategically in high-leverage moments. Then there's the psychological impact. Having a reliable starter like Yarbrough gives the entire team a boost. It's a confidence thing. When your pitcher is throwing strikes, keeping hitters off balance, and limiting runs, the offense can relax a bit, knowing they don't have to score 6 or 7 every night to win. That peace of mind can translate into better at-bats, more aggressive base running, and an overall more confident clubhouse. Yarbrough's ability to handle pressure is also impressive. Pitching in New York is never easy. The fans, the media, the spotlight, it all comes with immense expectations and scrutiny. Yet he's managed to stay calm and collected, focusing on execution rather than distractions. That mental toughness is often the difference between a good pitcher and a great one, especially in a playoff race. Speaking of playoffs, the Yankees are very much in the hunt, and every start matters. If Yarro can maintain his form through July and August, it could change the narrative around the Yankees' rotation. Instead of scrambling to find a mid-season fix, they might enter September with a surprisingly solid and deep staff, built on unexpected contributors. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. Rumors are swirling around the Bronx as recent decisions made by New York Yankees manager Aaron Boone continue to generate heated debate among fans and analysts alike. While Boone has never shied away from bold calls, some of his latest strategic moves have sparked whispers of discontent both inside and outside the clubhouse, raising questions about the direction the Yankees are heading this season. Sources close to the team suggest that Boone's recent bullpen management, particularly in high-leverage situations, has left some scratching their heads. Opting for unconventional matchups and resting key relievers at pivotal moments, Boone seems to be trusting advanced analytics more than ever, a philosophy that has long divided the Yankees faithful. Is Boone leaning too heavily on the numbers and ignoring the feel of the game that so many old-school fans value? Further fueling speculation are Boone's decisions regarding the batting order. His willingness to shuffle slumping stars in and out of key spots has prompted murmurs that the manager might be trying to send a message to his underperforming veterans. While some insiders defend the strategy as necessary to shake the team out of its offensive inconsistency, others view it as a sign of mounting pressure and possible uncertainty in Boone's leadership approach. Adding to the intrigue are reports that certain players have expressed quiet frustration with Boone's handling of late-game situations, particularly when it comes to defensive substitutions and pinch-hitting choices. Though no one within the organization has publicly criticized the manager, the air of tension is palpable, leading to speculation about how much confidence the front office truly has in Boone's long-term stewardship. While these rumors remain unconfirmed, they underscore a growing sense that the Yankees, despite their immense talent, are at a crossroads. Boone's next moves will be scrutinized more than ever as the team navigates a competitive division and chases postseason success. Is Boone's bold strategy the key to unlocking the Yankees' potential, or could it ultimately backfire? For now, all we know is that in New York, the spotlight never dims, and neither does the speculation. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.